back, you lovely bunch. Thanks for tuning in again. I hope you're all doing good. As you can see behind me, I have this very lovely wheel set from Nepest. These are the Nexplore. It is their latest gravel wheel. I've been using these for about 1,000 kilometres, giving them a real kicking and a good testing, and I figured it was time to report back to you and let you know just what I think. This wheel set costs £831, and you also get a 3-year warranty with it. So Nepest, they're not messing about, you know, they believe in their product. Obviously, if you're putting a 3-year warranty in it, this isn't a cheap Chinese wheel set that are just going to break after a year and you're going to need to replace. This is a wheel set that's going to stand the test of time. And I'll be honest, the last wheel set that was on my gravel bike lasted about 6 years, you know. It was a set of stale rims laced to some DT Swiss hubs, and those things were indestructible. My issue with them is that, like, as time has progressed, rim width has got bigger, and I had quite a narrow internal rim width on those, and these have a very nice 23mm internal rim width, which gives you a very nice tyre profile. For those of you that don't know why you want a wider internal rim width, it basically just means the tyre has a wider profile, which gives you more grip, a bigger contact patch, it gives you more comfort. It is just genuinely noticeably different, you know. The difference between a 21 and a 23mm internal rim width, for me, I noticed it. But anyway, back to the big thing I think about these wheels is they're £831. They ride and feel like they should cost significantly more. I mean, when I say I've abused these wheels, like, I have been taking them like everywhere. I ride my bike on a lot of trails that basically verge on cross-country trails, and these things have just rattled everywhere. You know, there is a couple of battle wounds in there. I've got a few like scratches, but they're perfectly true. You know, they've never gone out of true. I haven't had any like weird noises or issues with them. Like, my cassette fitted like perfectly. So everything about them is very good, you know, and very refined. And it does make me question, which is something I often say in videos, that when you have this wheel set that costs £831 and you compare it to other wheel sets by other brands, having used other wheel sets, like, I'm now questioning like why they do cost so much money. I mean, there's a lot of like R&D, I get all that, but like, you're making a round wheel, you want a wide internal rim width. This has got ceramic bearings. It's got a Nepest own brand hub, which is actually a very good hub. It has like the double ratchety mechanism in the rear, so it sounds really nice. So it has a 36 tooth driver, which sounds very nice, and honestly it gives you like more engagement points, which does feel nice. The weight of the pair is about 1,300 grams. They're not heavy wheels, you know. They are available in a 30mm deep or a 40mm deep. I've gone for the 30mm deep. So I was going to reel off a whole heap of facts about these wheels, about like the ceramic bearings, what the spokes were made of, like the hubs, like the width and everything, you know. But the reality is, I think all that funky jazz aside, because, you know, nowadays with wheels, at a certain price you do kind of come to expect like a good set of bearings, whether they be steel or whether they be ceramic. I like the ceramic bearings, it's nice. The wheels will just roll, they'll go on and on and on. This is the nice thing about ceramic bearings. So I guess what I'm saying is they check all the boxes, you know. They've got a wide rim, they've got steel spokes, they've got very nice hubs. So I've gone for a centre lock disc. You can get all the different cassette drivers, and the hub width is standard gravel spacing. So yeah, I mean, what else do you need to know about a set of wheels? I mean, I'm going to be honest, for what they are, I don't think this is an expensive set of wheels. And I know I'm probably going to get a few people that are like, oh my god, they're £800, that's still a lot for wheels, you can buy a whole bike for that. And I get that. But when you're looking at their competitors and other brands of wheels, like, I've tested a lot of wheels from a lot of companies, and £831 for a very, very good set of carbon wheels that I can use with confidence riding on gravel. Like, I can use them on the road, I can use them on really aggressive terrain. I can really, really kick the crap out of them and not worry about them breaking, like anything like going wrong with them. And I'll be honest, I have run lower pressures. I have really, really tried to give them a bit of a ding in and to see if they did go out of true, but they didn't. They're not perfectly true, you know. What more do you want out of a set of gravel wheels, you know? You want them to be tough, you want them to look nice, you want them to perform, you know, and they do all of that, but they're doing it at like £800 for the pair with a 3-year warranty. So like I said, it's not a disposable wheel set that's going to last you a few months. This is a wheel set that's probably going to be on my bikes for a significant amount of time. And I'm pleasantly surprised. I've never heard of Nepest. They come in a very nice bag, they come with spare spokes, they come with everything that a higher end wheel set would come with. They just don't cost as much, you know? And this is the thing, the more I look at Envies and Zip and all these other wheels, I'm kind of like, are we getting ripped off? You know, like, what is it, like more than £1,000 for one wheel from Envy? For a pair of Envies, you could probably get 3 sets of these wheels, which is a little bit insane. Are those wheels that much better than these? You know, 3-year warranty, so clearly they believe in the product. And I do have a lot of wheels, I'm very lucky. And I think the thing for me is these wheels will go back on my gravel bike. Like, I'm not gonna take them off and you're not gonna never see me ride them again. Like, this is the wheel set that I will now run on my gravel bike because they're really damn good. I don't care that they're not as popular as Envy or they're not as well known as Zip or Head or whatever. Like, to me, the proof is in the riding, and they ride absolutely amazing. They're tough as nails, and if I break them or they break under like the conditions that I'm riding in, they're under warranty, which is really good. So, I mean, what could I ever complain about? My only gripe is, I do like the look of a 40mm deep. So, Nepest, I love these wheels, they're amazing, but maybe I could get a 40mm set as well, because I like to be a bit of a poser, and I think 40mm wheels look quite rad. So another fragmented, all over the place review. This isn't paid by Nepest. They haven't told me I've got to say anything. They were like, use the wheels, kick the crap out of them, let people know what you think. You know, we'd like you to ride them at least 1,000 kilometers before you say anything, and I respect that. You know, they're surpassed all my expectations. So massive thanks to Nepest for sending these wheels over. Massive thanks to you guys for watching. If you'd like to know any information about these wheels, feel free to let me know in the comments. I'll put links to Nepest all down below. And also, if you're at Eurobike, the guys from Nepest are going to be there, so do pop along, say hello. I wish I could get to Eurobike, but it's also half term and parent life. Yeah, so do go and check them out, Stand D20. Massive thanks to you guys for watching this. Massive thanks to Nepest for sending these over. Remember to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys very soon. Bye.